David Halub gets it off the face-off. He comes in, he shoots. That's blocked. Now Bleisha back in front, tipped on goal by Whitford. A shot by Bleisha, again denied. Kings a couple chances in tight. Back to his feet. He has it. Throws it down for Baudouin. Back in front, a shot stopped by Durkin. That was Rissoni off the one-time attempt. Ends up to Van Wallenham. Quickly throws it back down low. Now Ryan Headley walks into the slot, moves, passes over, and blocked by the Bulldogs. Another great effort by Headley to set up another chance for the Kings. Bulldogs win the offensive zone draw. Davis, the long shot, he scores. The former King has his first goal against his former team. The long clapper from the blue line off the faceoff, and the Bulldogs open the scoring with 5:13 to go here in the first. So a faceoff win by Terpstra. Hunter, Davis, the one-timer, off the post and in. I wonder if that took a deflection in front. Oh, clean by Gill. Right circle. Magner. Espinal. Stick handling, shoots, scores! The big crowd in front. Espinal finds the opening. And in quick succession, the Bulldogs make it 2-0. So the defensemen getting on the board here for Alberni Valley. Magner, Espinal left circle. You can see the big crowd in there. 3 players in front of Powers, no sight lines whatsoever. And he found the light past the glove. Pumped it. Off a leg. Terpstra throwing up to Wyatt Blaze. Steps past Van Wallenham. Blaze in on a breakaway. He shoots. He scores. Wyatt Blaze makes it 3-0 Bulldogs. Going top shelf on the breakaway. Terpstra up. He tipped it past Van Wallenham. And just a quick wrister high. And it's in the back of the net as Blaze has his second of the season. Situation before, we're seeing it all over again. Some lapses for a few minutes, and other teams are able to capitalize. As Giles sends it in front, it's loose. Headley! Stopped by Durkin. Now, Bleisha to Giles. Passes to Bleisha, up to Baudouin. Baudouin in, shoots, and a shoulder save there by Durkin. Giles now down over the blue line. Baudouin shoots. Stopped by Durkin, big rebound. Claimed here by Brandon Gill. Into the middle, a shot, powers the save, rebound, and found by Rissoni. He goes to Giles, to Ryan Headley. Shot behind the net. Bleisha. Giles, the one-timer. Headley didn't get all of it, but Durkin still had to make the pad save. First penalty kill. Tremblay. Matthew. Left circle, Terpstra. Davis shoots, powers the save. Net again is off. They're going to call it a goal. The net was clearly off. So, was it an immediate scoring chance? So the net was knocked off right there. Is that immediate? So it's the second chance. Off the glass, down the ice. Compton knocks Magner down, past the middle, right, shoots! Stopped by Durkin with the blocker. Headley will take the face off. Van Wallenham, long shot off a body. Giles in front, backdoor, they score! It's Merrick Baudouin! The Kings find themselves on the board. Merrick Baudouin has his 11th. First goal in 6 games for him off the great setup from Giles. And a big boost to confidence for the Kings. Giles able to put it towards the stick of Baudouin, had all of the net open to tip it in as Durkin was standing at the top of the crease. Off his skate, really, but it's a goal for Merrick Baudouin. He uses to the blue line. Comes to Wyatt Davis, fakes the shot. His pass fanned on, harder backhander up the wall. Moved up by Bond, who gets a hard hit by Blaze, but it goes to Westhaver. He shoots, and Durkin getting a piece on that one. Blaze laying out Bond. Westhaver able to take advantage, though, and get the puck. Had the 2-on-1. And Durkin getting a chunk of that shot. You see it here. A shoulder hit. Then Westhaver getting the puck. Blycia. Merrick Baudouin. Shoots. Pad stop. Halub to the corner in front for Baudouin. Now Brendan Giles. In the middle, a one-timer scores! Ryan Headley! And the Kings have their second. And the deficit is back down to 2. Another great setup from Brendan Giles. Just a hard pass to the middle. Headley past Gill and a one-timer past Durkin. He's got his 6th of the season. And the Kings showing some signs of life late here in this period. To Terpstra. Again, he shoots a shoulder save. Now it's a 5-on-4 with Halub and Leonard out of the box. And Kings move it down the ice. Picked up by Casey Bridgewater. He's going to the goal. He shoots. Stopped by Durkin. As Bridgewater moved to the backhand. Now Bridgewater's going to get a slashing penalty for knocking the stick out of the hands of Matthew. As Powers touches the puck. And the fans losing their minds here in Powell River. There could have been a tripping penalty before that Bridgewater breakaway. So you see it here. There's a trip on Blycia. And then Bridgewater going down the ice denied. Then he slashes the stick of Matthew and gets called for it. So maybe because that trip led to a breakaway, they didn't call it. I don't know. Off one by Alberni. Magner. Espinal. Benosh Powers across to make the stop. A good one from Eric Powers. So now 26 seconds remain in the Giles penalty. And one here by the Bulldogs. Magner, a one-timer by Espinal, and Powers another stop. To the right of Powers, one again by Alberni. Espinal in the middle. Magner. Espinal. Magner. Down for Leonard. Espinal shoots, and another glove stop by Eric Powers. A trio of saves from the Kings netminder. All of them from the left side. He's denied each one of them. 16 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. In the middle, holding. Left side, Benosh. Espinal. Benosh, 5-on-4. Leonard! Powers stops him again! Eric Powers is dialed in. He's feeling the power. He's trying to kill off this penalty. Matthew shoots. He flings it over the goal. Matthew left point. The Tremblay back to Matthew and Powers. How is one more save for Eric Powers there with the right pad? Tremblay. Terpstra. Back down low, Gill. Gill gets it back in the corner. Davis, a one-timer fanned on Terpstra. Matthew to Caden Tremblay. Jacob Terpstra, top of the zone. Comley shot tipped, goes wide. They try to tuck it in and it goes in. That's the one that finds its way through Powers. Brandon Gill, his second. Oh, Powers was feeling it. Terpstra shot wide. Gill just banking it in off Powers. Again, the net was not knocked off there. See Powers coming back for it. Giles goes up for Headley. Van Wallenham's interfered with. Bulldogs get the puck. Coming in, they shoot, they miss. Now Vincent thrown around. Espinola shot and it trickles in. The shot from the far wall, it gets through Powers and it's 6-2 Alberni. That one hurts. Pass to the far side and just found a way to get through Eric Powers. A couple tough goals against for the Kings here in this third period. McAllister, Leonard, she shoots. That's off of Versoni. Now Magner. Compton steals it away. Elliot Compton, he's in! He shoots and a glove save by Durkin. And they're gonna let play go on here. He wanted to get the whistle as Compton throws a hit. But Jace Harder to the top of the zone. Right circle, he shoots, that's off the leg. Goes to Wyatt Blaze. Cross ice pass to Grayson Salmon. To Terpstra. Deeks in front and he scores! A heck of a goal from Ryan Terpstra, or Jacob Terpstra, sorry. That was pretty. And he gives the Bulldogs their 7th goal of the game. Salmon, Terpstra, past Van Wallenham, wide past Powers.